Welcome back, everybody. Hey, Marla, I played a hand today. I was hoping you could help us out with it.
Okay, I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, so this is a random hand. We're going to play it against the robots. I even forget what I did the last time, but I remember my question. So to set it up, we're in a two-spade contract as declare. Tell me if you relate to this, viewers. I was so proud of myself for making the contract. And then I saw the results and saw that a fair amount of folks found an extra trick.
Oh, I hate
So
when that
then
happens.
I just start second guessing everything. And I had been feeling so good. And then I go, did I mess up? Was it just the luck of how they played it or how things were different, at their table or what? So, Marla, can I load up the hand and you can just help us through the thought process? We'll
Sure,
play through the hand and give it our best shot.
sure. We'll see if we have any better luck.
Okay. All right, so here it is. Auction's pretty simple. We're the only ones who bid, but we do have a clue that West overcalled two clubs before we bid spades again.
Okay.
By pass. So, um, Marla, real fast, especially for the beginners, the improvers, what does that two club bid from West tell us?
Well, since you opened the bidding, so for their two club bid, West should have pretty close to an opening hand of their own, and definitely five clubs.
Okay. Anything specific to the club suit? Like, does it have, any specific honors or just a good enough club suit to,
Well, the
if,
way the way I play, I
yeah.
don't overcall with a bad suit, so they should have at least like two honors.
Okay. All right. So let's keep those hints in mind. So here we are. And looking at it, yeah, what should we do first?
Okay.
2, 3 level contracts are some of the harder ones for me to play because there's so many potential losers to keep track of. I often don't know where to start, Marla, so help us out.
Okay. Well, whenever playing in a suit contract, I start by counting my losers and my winners, but let's count our losers.
Okay.
So in the spade suit, we're missing the queen, the nine, and the eight,
Mm-hmm.
and also the six and the seven. Um, so we might have a spade loser.
Yep. Depending on where that queen is.
And in the heart suit, oh yes,
Mm,
and so we
mm.
start by picking a master hand, which would be the one with longer trumps, so that's south. So one potential spade loser, two heart losers,
Mm-hmm.
three club losers, and a diamond loser. That's a lot.
That's a lot of potential losers here.
That's like seven.
This
Okay.
is why I was so proud of myself just for making the contract.
Right. Well, because it's not a given, right? Okay. So now what we think about is okay, so how can we get rid of our losers? Well, it's unavoidable to lose the ace of diamonds. But then the king should set up, and
Mm.
that can give us a pitch. So we can pitch one loser on the king of diamonds, unless if the defense is smart and they let the queen of diamonds win, then we don't get a pitch.
If we have no way to get back to North's hand.
And yeah, so but let's be optimistic. If
Right.
if the queen of diamonds is gobbled up by the ace, then the king of diamonds is set up for a pitch. So we can throw one loser,
Probably one
maybe
of the
one of the heart
hearts.
losers on that.
Uh-huh.
In spades, it's I guess it's just a question of whether or not the queen is on side.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Now
so
here's another question. I really wanted to be able to lead from north to south is south hand
right,
to
but how are you going to get up there?
and I think I wasted half of my brain cells trying to think if there's any way to get up there. But it is something I like when should we finesse to the jack? I guess here we're hoping things break. We're hoping what? There's a queen doubleton on one side, or would we try? Would it ever make sense to finesse up to the jack? I just wasn't even sure how to play this trump suit.
Right. Well, I know there's a much more detailed way of thinking about it and explaining it. Because if you run the jack and East covers with the queen, then you win the ace,
That's great.
and your king and your 10 are good, but then you're still, you might still lose to the 9 or the 8.
But even more importantly, how can we even get up to
the
jack?
Right, but you can't. If you can't get up there, well, then you can't do the push finesse. You can only do the other kind of finesse leading up towards the jack, in which case you hope West has the queen. Okay,
what I might have tried with the odd chance this might work, I might have let the first round of clubs run and then won the second one and then played another club loser to try to, to be able to set up to be able to rough a club as a potential entry up to North Hand at some point. But I don't think it worked out. And I also know, analyzing myself, I cause way too much trouble too often, trying to do that when I should just draw trumps the simplest way more often.
Well, the first thing I'll say is the key piece of information from the auction is we know that West has 5 clubs.
Right.
We've got 4 in our hand and 3 in the dummy, which means that East only has 1. So if you don't win this one with the ace,
of course,
they're going to get roughed.
Of course, yeah.
So I would win this trick with the ace. And then
here's a question, Marla. Should we try playing the 10 here? If East just has a singleton, any chance we could win it with the 10?
Yeah, that's a decent option. The only other thing I would think about is if the 10 wins, then that means that West has king, queen, jack, 5th. Yeah. And if they have king, queen, jack, I would think they would leave the king.
Yeah, right. Top of the sequence.
But you never know. I don't know. You could try. We got nothing to lose, right? We're gonna play the ace.
Right. We're assuming they'll be losers. All right. Let's see. I don't think I did this, but yeah. Okay. So there's the queen. So which we can feel pretty confident that West has the king, but we'll win this with the ace.
Yeah.
And now onto the trump suit.
Yeah, at this point, I think I would play a small trump
towards the jack and see what happens.
Okay, that's lucky.
That's great. So,
well, now this is one of your only entries.
Yeah.
Into the dummy. So let's use it wisely.
Which even makes me wonder, should we have played a round of diamonds before trying this?
Oh, maybe. Good point. Yeah. Can you undo?
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's do it. Because I already played the hand, we can replay it.
No, that's a good point. Let's do that. So
I love being able to replay hands. All right, so that will be the one thing we try differently, and we'll see if that makes any difference. All right, so we'll stick to our guns with that 10. Didn't work out.
Now play the queen. Yes.
Right, and assuming so it's gonna lose now.
Let's. Okay. Oh, okay. So now this is the heart. Okay.
Gonna win this.
That's fine, right?
Okay, and now play low to the jack. Okay, so West was on to us.
Right, okay.
All right.
See, that's the thing. If you have a different strategy, then they're going to change their strategy.
Right. They changed their strategy too. Aha. And right. So as you picked up from the auction, West had a singleton club, and we have to be a little bit careful now. Is there a chance that how high should we?
Well, we don't.
The king's a
I
winner.
would like this one. Yeah, pitch your loser.
Right,
And
because
even
it's
if
a loser
if they
anyway.
rough, you're going to lose that anyway. So yeah.
So even if they rough it, okay.
Oh,
all right.
It is. Yeah. Okay.
Should we try getting rid of that other loser?
Why not? I would.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Well, we were going to lose that one anyway. So.
Okay. I wonder, maybe it's always fun to think. I guess we could have done 2 rounds because this jack turned into an entry to North's hand.
It did.
So,
yes,
so we
it
could
did.
have gone there and back and then try, but we'll see. We already did 1 replay. Let's play this one out. All right. So let's see. Anything. So if we just draw trumps, we're only at 7. Should we throw loser and cross rough?
You could, because all of our trumps are high now, right?
Right.
So you have 1 trick left to lose.
Right. So if we just draw trumps now, we're just going to win 3 more. But if we lose this, we'll at least make our contract.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. And then maybe we can even do another. All right, and I don't think this doesn't matter which side we want to end up in. No, it does. It doesn't matter.
You know what? I'd win it in South.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why in a second. So now I would just cross rough everything.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters, but because they're all high. But okay, so you made.
So again, I was like, woo! Well, and look at this. So this is a higher percentage than the first time I played it. So at least I think the first time I played it, there were more people who had found that extra trick. That's when I was second guessing it. But it turns out pretty well.
But you're right. We should have pulled another round of Trump, or maybe 2 more.
Right, we would have gotten it because the queen had already come out.
Right.
So if we did 2 more rounds, then back up to the jack.
Right. Then play the king and pitch 1. That's how you do it.
Who spotted that? I know there's some folks out there.
Somebody would have spotted that.
Yeah. Well, especially see, it'll be easy to claim it now, but go back and timestamp it. You should have done that. Marla, as always, playing through hands is always an adventure with you. It's always fun. I love talking it through and wondering, well, what about this or what about that, and hearing your reasoning, your questioning. So thank you for guiding us through this one.
Well, sorry, I didn't see the magic way to do it. I feel bad.
This was really fun. Thank you for again, just the practicing of the thought process. And always looking for the different possible routes is helpful.
Right.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Come on by. You can get more videos, even a free lesson taught by Marla. Just go to the URL there. Thanks, Marla.
Sure. See y'all soon.